So, in our previous class, we discussed about the backups. So, how to types of backups, how to take the backups from studio, from cockpit. So, cockpit, we can schedule it also. So, but in the studio, there is no scheduling. So, we have to manually, we have to take the ad hoc backups. So, that is the one thing. And we can take manually taking the backup. That is only one thing we can take it out. So, but there is no possible to schedule it, schedule it. So that is the one thing here we should know about the studio and compare it to the HANA cockpit here. Studio and HANA cockpit here. So that is the one thing here. So now today we'll discuss about the restore. Restore. So how to do the restore? So HANA restore activity, backup and restore. Restore or recovery, backup HANA recovery, backup restore or HANA recovery. In case in the system something is happened, you have to restore to the previous backups. So that time, how to perform the restore activity? At time, so how to perform the this restore activity? So that we will discuss now, right? So if you see here, so let me connect to the systems from studio, right? So I connected here, then and also you can also check here. So I connected here. Suppose if something goes wrong, you have to recovery. So in that case, go to the backup and recovery. So previously for backups, we used the backup. For here, you have to use the recovery. Recover the tenant database. Recover the tenant database. So recover the tenant database also three types. So backups also three types. Recovering to the tenant database also here three types we can use it here. So let's see here from studio, we will compare the options in so HANA cockpit, and also we can compare the options in the HANA studio also here. HANA studio also will compare the options here, right? So here just specify the tenant database, specify the tenant database. So we are recovering, right? Recovery of the tenant database. Which database you want to recover? So tenant database. Then okay, here we have the three options here. Here we have the three options here to recover the database. Here we have the three options here. So one is the recover the database to the most recent state. So database itself, it will check and which is the most recent state, then it will recover the database or recover the database to the point in time recovery. Point in time recovery means up to what time stamp you have to recover the database here. Here for these two options, recover the database to the most recent state or point in time recovery. Here so it will use the log backups. It will use the log backups here. If you see here, here database will be recovered. Specific point in time recovery is possible. It will use the log backups. Entries are available in the log area. It will use the log backup. This is also will be used the log backups here. So most recent state means database itself. It will take the it will perform the consistency status, then it will recover most recent state. It will recover the most recent state. So most recent state. Then point in time recovery. Suppose you want to recover up to, so now it's a 712, right? So suppose you want to recover up to the so timelines, maybe whatever the timelines you want to give, you will give it here. So it will recover up to that timestamp. It will check the backup and log backups. It will check in the within the system. It will recover it here. So this is for the specific data backup. So you have already taken the backup. So it will check the which backup you want to recover. So from up to that backup, the database will be recovered. See here, recover the database using the specific database backup here. So it will check the backup location it is checking. Here we have same system, right? That is the reason I am using the so backup catalog. So without catalog means so you have already backup is there in the specific one file system. You have copied from the production to our sandbox or OS level, some other folder level you have. So then that time we have to use this option here. So otherwise we need to choose the option like with catalog means catalog in the catalog in the, it is fetching the backup from the catalog. Okay, so here, see here, it is check the database backup. When we have the taken the backup, 1010. So 1010, we have taken the full database, complete database backup we have taken. So it's referring the that backup here. It's referred to that backup. Then database will be restored back to the up to that backup here. So why? Because I have used the specific data backup. Specific backup means whatever the data is there in that backup catalog. When was the full backup happened? So from that data, that one to from today, it will take the so backup that the from that time to this time, it will take the backup here, right? So that is the one. So it will check in the backup location catalog. It will check in the catalog. Okay, each and every backup it will store in the catalog here. So it will check in the catalog. It will show the results here. So now we can see here. So here, so in the Ana Studio also, Ana Cockpit also, we'll see the options here. Ana Studio also, we'll see the Ana Cockpit also, we'll see the options here. So this is stopped fine. SAP Linux 1, there is no SQL access. Fine. Okay. Then no SQL access means it's a secondary. Yesterday we have configured, right? So this is the secondary. So that is the reason it is showing like no SQL access here. So then go back. So here SAP HANA. So SAP HANA system DB. It will check, it will fetch the data from the backup catalog. So here, let me check here. We have the options. Recovery. So here you can see, so backups successful user memory, CPU memory, fallback, so snapshot, okay, create the tenant. So we can also create the one more tenant with the new one using the existing system. We can create the new system with replication. With it, we can create the empty tenant. So we have the options. We have the options are there. So here let me start this tenant here. This tenant will be starting. So If you see, this is for the specific data backup. Suppose, which means you have already taken the backup of the production some other day. You want to recover to the to that backup during the refresh or restore time. We will use this specific data backup during the refresh or so during the restore of the production backup or data backup. We will use this backup here. So otherwise, so within the system means we can use the point in time recovery, or we can use the most recent state recovery. We can use it here. So when you are using the most recent state, it will check the what are the backups are available. It will check the what are the backups are available, and it will check and it will take it out here. So here, here right click, and so right click and backup and recovery, recover the so tenant database, recover the tenant database here. So that option we have to use it here, recover the tenant database here. So select OK. Then so recent backup. So then you have the data backup already there. Then you can use that backup here. So most recent state. So database itself, it will check so so up to what point, what date, what time the database is the most recent state. So up to that level, it will recover, it will restore it here. So it will use the log backups. Why? Because log backups happens every 15 minutes once. Log backups happens. So first it will restore the log backups, and all everything will be recovered. Everything will be restored into the system here. So here options. So in which option, in which cases we have to use it here. Suppose you have taken the development, you have the production systems are there. So sometimes what we have to take the production database data, then we have to restore it on the your development system, your development system. Why? Because to get the transactional data from the production, sometimes we may have to restore in the production data into the your so quality system or your development system. So in that case, we have to take the full database backup. We will take it out. Then we will restore it on the your your development system. In this case, so here we have to use the recovery to the specific data backup. Why? Because here you have taken the backup. That backup you are restoring it on here, right? So that time we have to use the this backup during the system refresh time. So DB refresh time. So that time we may have to use the production backup. So take the full database backup of the production, then backup files will be created. Those files we have to collect, and we have to move to the our development OS level. We have to move to the here. From here, we need to restore it. While restoring, we need to use the recover the specific data backup, then provide the location of the your backup files. Then we can restore it. So production data will be restored. So and also here, so within the system, suppose within the same system, you want to recover to the most recent state. That time we can use the this backup. So recover the database backup using the backup catalog. So that one you can use it. Why? Because it will check the it was the last backup, last data backup. It is valid. It is valid. It will check that one. It will check that one. So it is checking. So it will check the catalog location, what are the log files are available. It will check all those things. Then it will give the results to us. It will give the results to us here, right? So that is the one thing here. So here, so we can check the recoverable. We can check the last backup. When was the last backup happened? Differential backup after full backup. So we have the differential backups are available. Then you can see here, recover the database. Recover the database. So from using this one also we can recover. In the cockpit also we can recover. In the cockpit also we can recover it here, right? So that is the one thing here. See here, still it is searching, but it's not, it went to the not responding status here. So recover to the most recent state, recover to the specific point in time recovery. So like this, we can check it out. So here, check the any default file system or alternative file systems. Same. See here, search the, so this file system only, or is there any other alternative file system only? So right. So same options here also we got it here. So default file systems. We are taking the backup of the default file systems here. So here it is checking the what are the file systems. So what are the system is not offline. Okay. So to start the recovery, it's saying that system should be the offline. So but system is already in the offline. So let me check. It got hung status, not responding. So it is stopping the database. Let me check. Index server, none server, compile server. Okay. So this is the issue. Sometimes we may face it. It is not, it went to the not responding status. In studio issues. Let me go to the here. Let me go to database management. From here, we will try to stop it here. So it's already stopped here. From here, see here, it's already stopped. The database already stopped status here. So let me check, are there any other services are running or not here? So let me check here. So yes, I think here you can see few services are running here. So access engine not running, but few services are running here. So that may be the reason. So it's not completely stopped. It's not completely not stopped here. So still, okay. Let me restart the HANA Studio. Here from command level also we can stop the only specific tenant, we can stop it. So but here we have to use the commands alter. So system stop. So database database name. So like that, we have to use the commands, which means it is only the specific tenant database. So which means system database will be up and just stopping the only tenant database we are stopping here. So this is the command we have to use it here. So here sometimes, why? Because here you can see, so if you just execute the HDB stop, all the process will be stopped here, right? But I don't want to stop all the process here. I want to stop only the tenant database. I want to stop only tenant database. In that case, we can use this command. This command we can use it here. This command we can use it so that it will stop only the specific tenant database only. It will stop only the specific tenant database only will be stopped here. So that is what I am doing here using this command. Why? Because for restoring, well, while doing the restoring, it will always check the tenant database should be stopped status. So database should be the stopped status. Tenant system DB should be up and a tenant should be stopped status. In that case, we have to use this command. So alter system stop database only. So sometimes they may ask you, how can we stop only specific tenant database? So we can, from the system DB, we have to go to the open SQL console. Then we need to stop so we can execute the one command, alter system stop database name. So it will stop only the specific tenant database only. So here we can monitor it here, whether it is getting started, stopped or not. So let's see here. So it is executing the command, alter system stop command is executing database level. So once it is stopped means all the services will be stopped here. Cockpit is the new actually. So this is the very interesting thing, Cockpit. So using this Cockpit also, we can check it out, whether it is stopping or starting. So service status. So all the information we can find out from here, Cockpit also. So, but still it is stopping one only. So it's not responding. Let me stop from. So here, if I use the HDB stop command, what will happen? It will stop the all the process. It will stop the all the process here. That is the one disadvantage. All the process means system DB and tenant also will be stopped here if I use this command. If you use this command, so system DB also will be stopped status. See here database also stopped status, connection refused. So yeah, so this is also stopped status here. But some studio level, so still it is executing the command, but here it is stopped. It's completely stopping the all the process here. So, but again, we will manually, once it is completely stopped, we can manually bring up the only specific system DB we can bring up. This much of time it is taking. Normally should not take this much of time, but something is happening, so that's the reason. So it's taking a lot of time. Yeah, see, replication also is gone. System replication, actually we have to break the replication, then we have to so do the whatever we have to do the activities. While system replication is on, we cannot play with the system. That is the one thing here. See, primary to system replication is already on. So while doing this one, we cannot play with the system. Why? Because it will behave like this only. While replication is on, when you are stopping, it won't stop. Why? Because the replication is already on. So it won't stop. So first of all, we have to break the replication. Then we need to perform. So this, any whatever activities you want to do, you can perform it. So that is the one. So copy, check the recovery, recover the database. Let me check that one, recover the database. Most recent state. So then default file systems. Then we are determining the suitable backups. So this may take some time. So what backups? So system is not offline. System is, so choose the stop system. So here the thing is, database is not offline. That is what it is showing here. Still it is stopping mode only. What I will do, I will reboot the system OS 11. This is a force reboot, operating system reboot. If you use the reboot command, this is the operating system reboot. It's a very dangerous command. Entire system will be rebooted. Entire your OS will be rebooted here. So that is the one thing here. So let's see, no longer available. Okay. Okay. So I have rebooted the OS. Then now we'll see. So HDB info means it will show the status here. So let me stop it here. Why? Because it will be auto started. So when I use this command, so it will be automatic, it will stop the database here. So now it is completely stopped. All the database got completely stopped here. Now let's see here. Compared to this connection, Studio Ana Cockpit is the very good. Actually, it's showing very HDB space info. Yeah, it's not starting. Okay, so here you can see we have the backups are available. See here, so backups to be used. We have the 10 to 1 backup is there for the system DB, and 10.9 one complete backup is there for the system DB. These are the system databases. So system DB related databases here. So we can choose it, which backup you want to use it. Then click on the step number 4. So use the delta backups. Use the delta backups here. So we can also use the delta backup. In the HANA cockpit, we have the options. Oh, so use the delta backups here. So that it will also check the delta backups. So if you have any backups are available, so delta backups and the log backups location, we can also use this one. So, but in the studio level, we don't have this option. So using the delta backups means subsequent backups. So after the backups are completed, so we don't have any option here. So what we can do here, instead of this one we doing here, so let's try to do the tenant database recovery. Tenant database recovery, we will do it for the tenant database recovery here. So let me go to the here. So HANA database here. So tenant database, in the tenant database, so let's see here recovery. So anything we have the option, nothing. So manage the databases. So from here, we know we already knows these options, right? Where to backup and recovery, recover the entity databases. So this option we already knows. Everybody knows these options. So but so what I'm checking here, I'm trying to check from the cockpit level. Cockpit level, we have the more options. So that options I'm trying to check here. So that options I'm trying to check here. So that is what here I'm trying to check here. Okay. All services are offline. There is no replication. That is fine. Here we'll start on recovery. We'll start only system database. We'll get the options. Yeah, it's starting. Only system DB is getting started. Yeah, so it is starting. Only system database getting started here. So as soon as system DB started, you see here specify the tenant database here. So which database you want to recover, right? You got only. So while starting, tenant should be stopped. System database should be up and running here. Then only you will get the recovery wizard. Then here we can use the options. So whatever the options you want to use it, you can use it most recent state or following the time in So timestamp. So suppose like up to 7:30 you want to recover. So then you can use the 7:30. So then 7:30, now 7:45. You want to recover the up to 7:45 only. So in that case, so it will just display the timestamp. Why? Because 7:30 onwards you have some crashed data is available. So you want to recover up to 7:30. So specific time. So specific time. So it will be recovered up to 7:30 only. So it will check. It will check the complete data backup. It will check, and also it will check the log backups, and also it will check the log backups also. Right. So just click on the OK button, finish. Then it will be recovered. It will be recovered. So let's see here. But here one thing is in the Ana studio, there it is not asking the delta backup. One backup and it will check the log backups and it will be recovered. See here it is getting recovered. It is getting recovered to the previous backups. So recovery means our index server and access engine. This both will be so recovered here. So, but let's see up to what timestamp it will be recovered here. But when you are doing from here, Hana, so here you will get the more options we are getting, right? More options we are getting, even delta backups, log backups, locations, everything it is asking. So it's a very interesting thing here in this case. So let's see here. Let's first we'll do from here in the cockpit, sorry, in the studio. Then, so in the cockpit also, we'll review the options here. So here it is getting recovery. It is getting recovery. So what we have done is, so we have so started the tenant database and the database stop. Just only start the system DB, right click and recover it. So we got the recovery wizard. This is the recovery wizard. Then then select it, whatever the options you want to use it, you can select it, specific time or whatever you want, you can use the recovery wizard. Then we can recover it. We can recover it. So that what we have. So then it's once the recovery is done, it will be restarted. Now tenant database also will be up. Then it will give the so information. So yeah, I think it is got recovered. See here the recovery time. So October 12, 7:30 up to recovery, up to this log position, it got recovered. You can see here up to 7:30 only we have given. So it is recovered the time up to 7:30 only. It means last 15 minutes back data gone. Last 15 minutes data gone here. So this way we have to recover the databases. This way we have to recover the databases here. So not only here, so you can also, so now see here the replication is active now. So replication is active now. Now replication you see here, the replication is active now. Primary and secondary, the replication is active now. So if you go to the system, this one, so it is syncing. The replication is syncing now. It is activating. Now replication is active, which we configured yesterday. So that's why first we have to break the replication. Then we have to do the activities, any activity. Otherwise, we may get this type of situation. In the high availability, in the production, so the replication, first we have to break it. How to break the replication means go to the here, then configure the replication. Then here we need to break the replication. So if any activity when you are doing, so we can break the replication here. Otherwise, we are stopping and starting. We are not doing anything in the secondary. So it will sometimes we may get the data loss activity. So that's why. So better we have to suppose if we are doing the anything this type of activities. So first to break the replication. Break the replication means so we can use the voice level commands. Otherwise, so right click on the system. Then here disable the replication here. So just to disable the replication here. So when you disable the replication, this will be gone. So there is no replication configuration from the secondary host, primary to secondary here. There is no configuration here. So right. So that is the one thing here. We should check it out here. So here, so there are still secondary is up. So that is the reason here. Ignore the secondary system. So which means secondary system, ignore it like that. See here, it is still active, which means the replication is active here. Replication is fully active here. But we have broken the replication now. Broken the replication here. Just refresh it, all gone. So nothing is there. There is no replication now, which means this is a standard configuration now. So like this, we have to do the recovery. While doing the recovery also, better we have to stop the this one. Otherwise, so it will create the some closes. Now what we will do, we will try the similar option from the HANA cockpit. So from studio, now you can see how we done it here, right? So from cockpit also alter. So first we will stop only tenant database. Alter system, stop database name. Alter system, stop database name. So which means it will stop only tenant database. It will stop only tenant database only. So system database will be up and running only. It will stop only tenant database only. So it stopped. See here, command is successfully executed. So which means here the tenant only stopped here. Yeah, tenant only stopped here. Then so connected to the connected to the database. Okay, so then recover the database here. Recover the database here. So use the recover the database. But it is picking the tenant system DB backup here. So we need this will show the list of process. Tenant action. Recover the tenant. Yes, we have the recover the tenant. Yeah, here we have the options. Recover the tenant here. So okay, we'll use this option. Yes, we have the recover the database, full database backup only, data and log backups, right? We have the data and log backups. So most recent state, yes, or specific point in time recovery. So most recent state. So here use the latest backup catalog. Okay. So then, so here it is checking now. It is checking now. See here. So previously system DB we got the option. Now here we have the delta backups also. Means after the full backup, whatever the delta backup we have the option that backup also it is listing here. So full backup, then after that delta backups here. So we have the 1010. So we have the full backup we have taken. Then after that, yesterday we have taken the delta backups also. Delta backup also in the same location. So in the log backups and delta backups also we have taken here. So let me check where is that backups we have incremental backups, which means the delta backups here, where we have taken the delta backups here. So I think this is the one data backup. So here we have the option to choose it here. But in the HANA Studio, we don't have that option. So whatever the timestamp you given, so it is recovering. It is recovering up to that point in time recovery. It is recovering here. So this is the data backup location, right? Complete backup and incremental backup here. So that location I am giving here, right? Up to that location I have given here. And log backup location, log backups. So we have the log backups also available in the system here. log backups. Every 15 minutes it will happen, right? So that log backups also we have available here. So I want to recover up to that last backup, last log backup here. So just giving the log backup location also, right? Data backup location and the log backup location I have given here. So then just click on the step number 7. Then if the backups are, check the availability. Okay. Step number 8, initiate the log area. No, then review. Now it is reviewing. So here we have much options here compared to the HANA Studio. In a HANA Cockpit, while recovering from the HANA Cockpit, we have the options here. Recover the database backups, data backup and log backup, most recent state. And also we have chosen the delta backups and the log backup locations we have given here. So right. So then just start the recovery. So let's see here what's exactly will happen here. Yeah. So phase 1, so data recovery. You can see here the recovery is happening now. Okay. Okay. Log recovery. See here now logs also getting recovery. Now log recovery. This is the log recovery here. You can see here log recovery. Logs also getting recovery here. Here we're getting the one now system restart. Yeah, so now what do you feel like? Well, while doing from here, we have the normal options, but here you are getting more options here, right? Data recovery, log recovery, all options we are getting here. But here, so just directly it will recover it, whatever you want, just it will recover the, so only that one it will recover it here. So, but it will not show the detailed information. So, so here see the recovery is completed. So how much time? So point in time reached. So up to UTC time. So up to 2:22 up to here, the recovery got completed here. Recovery got completed here. So this way, so it got recovered. This way it got recovered the database here. So this is the information we got it from the system. So say start time. So this is the start time here. So up to 5 minutes, like up to 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I think 2:22, 2:27. So up to 5 minutes data gone. So 5 minutes, there is no log backup happened. So that is the reason. So it's recovered, but it's recovered in the very shortened time. So within 1 minute, 1 minute, 1.5 minute, so it got recovered. So recovery point in time reached here. Up to here, this got reached recovered data. So which means only 5 minutes data it got gone, it gone. Okay. So that is the one thing here we have noticed from the in the cockpit here. So why? Because here the most options here we have seen. So most options here, what we have seen here, let me tell you, delta backups, delta backup. It is asking the delta backup location also, delta backup and log backup location also. It is asking. So that is the one good thing here. Delta backups and so log backups. Recover the tenant database. Then stop the tenant database. Let's see one more time. So it's a very good options here from using this one. So you want to recovery from the full data backup only. Then full data backup means whatever the data backup you have taken, only that backup only. But you want to recover the data and log backup, then this is the option. But here we have only option called the recover the database, tenant database specific backup. We have to choose it here. So only specific backup, specific full backup. So it is not asking any option here. So data backup, most recent state, only these options we are getting, but there is no delta backups options, nothing like that here. So here we are getting the delta backup and log backup option here, right? So that is the one thing in the here. So most recent state or specific point in time recovery. So most recent state means whatever the recent log backups are available, it will check. So point in time, I don't want to most recent state. I want to recover up to so 8.1 or 8.2, then that is also one possible here. That is also here we can check it out here. So here maybe let's check here the time zone. So here I want to recover up to here, right? So then use the backups. Then it will check the backups and delta backups option. So this option I don't see in the HANA Studio level. So I don't see these options here. So in the cockpit level, we have this option. So it's very interesting. So complete backup is happened on the 10th October, complete DB backup happened. Then so we are using the log backup also, the delta and log backup location also here. So here log backup location means it will check the all the log backups here. Then it will check the all the data backup also. Data backup also it will check. Then so just click on the now start the recovery. Now recovery is getting started. So previously most recent state, now we have given the timelines. So up to now 8.1 we have given the timelines we have given now. So the timelines we have given now. So let's see how it will be recovered now. Data recovery now. This is the data recovery. Now next step is the log recovery. So log recovery. Here see clearly it is showing the status here. Log recovery. So UTC 2:33 a.m. UTC timelines. 2:33. So 2:30 now. So 3 minutes. So log point in time reached up to 3 minutes. So 2:33 we started. So up to 3 minutes. So 3 minutes data gone. So only 3 minutes data. So means 2:30 we up to 2:30 means 8:30 I think 8 o'clock I think we started. 8 I think we started. Indian time you have given. So it's reached in the UTC timelines I think. So I think that is the one. So 2:30 it's reached. So which means the recovery completed here. So it's a very interesting points here. So what you can do, you can try this all these options, multiple options. Okay, multiple options you can try it here. So most recent time delta backups. I think this delta backup option is here. It is available to choose it whether you want to choose the delta backup or not. But here we don't have any option here. So that is the one thing here in the from Cockpit and HANA Studio. So try these two options, multiple options. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Any questions from anyone?